Pedro, did you enjoy your break and were you able to evaluate how the beginning of the season has gone?
No, normally we analyze these things game by game. Of course, we were happy and we discussed just after the game finish in Ross County the points we didn't like about the game, but we focus more on the points we like because we won it. In that moment in time, it was really important for the boys to have 4 days off. We had an early start, and it was important for them to cut some period of time from football. So it was okay. When they come back, we really work hard on the direction and on the points we need to improve. That's what normally we follow all the time on a daily basis, what the team needs to improve and what do we need to give as a stimulus for the team to keep improving. So they work really good on just 2 days on the last week, and this week, which is a long week, we prepare everything regarding to those points and also some points that we identify on the opponent and we want to explore it.
Where do you feel then that you need to improve and what have you been happy with so far?
So for example, on the points that we didn't like that much on the previous game was not having the control of the ball, especially after we were winning 2-0. So we give them the option to get on the game, to get a little bit of the momentum of the game. So it's one point that we really need to manage better, not give chances to the opponent, just having easy losses of possession and zones of the park where you cannot lose the possession. And we have been working also in being aggressive attacking spaces, knowing that the opponent teams are going to be supposedly, like Hearts came to play with us, sit lower on the park, so we are not having too much spaces and we need to be aggressive to create and attack those spaces. So those are the points we have been working along these 2 weeks.
It was a good finish before the break, getting that win. Do you feel now that you can really kick on, and how important is the home form?
It's important to win all the time. It's not about only winning at home. It's if you see it or you make one analysis between home form on the away form, it's totally different. I need to agree with you. That's the data. We cannot run away from it. But the momentum that the team was about to build, and really build it on the last 4 pre-season matches, and on the first 2 on the season was really good. Something which we consider extra football happened. We reduced a little bit the pace, and now we are back again because we never took the foot from the accelerator. So we need the direction we need to take. We just delay it a little bit. We organize or reorganize our thoughts on the direction and on the points we need to work or keep working, and we are there. Now it's important to come to Ibrox, to add one victory over the other that you get it, and send happy our fan base. So that's the real important. That's what we are looking forward for the next game, and give also an happiness to those gentlemen back there. So they are going to be present with us. Armed Forces Day is also important, so they are going to be present, helping us also to deliver 3 more points.
Were you happy with your transfer window and the way the deadline day went, bringing in Declan John?
This is not a question of being happy or not. This is a question about you knowing what you want. Everybody's doing the same effort on the same direction, and you know that now you have covers in all the positions. You know that you have options and solutions in all the positions, and you know that you have competitiveness in the squad. So that's what really matters. And if you have those points as a coach, I can say that I'm happy with what I have, totally.
What does Declan bring then, and how much competition will he provide?
As I told you, now we have covered. I don't know for how long you are following Rangers, but since I arrived, we didn't have a coverage, for example, at the left back. So you have your answer down there.
Is he one that you feel will really add to the team? It will be real competitive and it will push.
If not, it was not here. If not, it was not here. Not only him, all of them. So when I refer competitiveness, I refer someone that comes, knowing that comes as a cover, but knows that needs to work to get his chance, that needs to work hard to get his chance, and if he get it, just prove it. That's the way we feel the things.
Is he up to speed right away, given he hasn't played for a while? Is he somebody that can come straight in?
Of course, the rhythm is a different thing. The rhythm, especially the match rhythm. But him and Aaron, which are those that arrive late with us, they are pacey footballs. They have players with energy, so it's a question of just get the rhythm. But if they need to play, they are able to play anytime.
Does this put Lee Wallace's place in jeopardy, but does he have to now show that he reacts and take his performances up?
No. I just like to organize the squads like this, short but competitive. I mean, have at least 2 players per position to fight for the position. I know what we want and I know which are normally the first options, but all the players are here are equal to me. I respect all of them. They work hard all days. So if they have the chance, I have total confidence to give them the chance to play. So it's only one question, and I have coverage in each one of the positions. If you might use it, let's say one player that is not in a good moment, one player that might be injured, one player that might is booked, one player that might you want because you're overloaded on the fixtures and you want to give him a rest. So those points you need to have coverage, and that's the reason why I'm happy now, because I have coverage for all the positions.
Were you disappointed to miss out on Jamie Walker on the last day of the transfer window?
No, I'm not disappointed on that. I was only disappointed if I was not having coverage on all the positions. Now I have, and as I told you since the very beginning, I can say it all day long and all the time. I have the best squad, I have the best players, so I'm happy.
Is Jamie still somebody that you would consider perhaps January
window? The window finished on the 31. Now maybe just going to open in January. So from now to January, a lot of things can happen, but definitely we cannot change the group that we have, in which is letting us happy with what we have.
Pedro, you've got the Old Firm game coming up at the end of the month as well. How important is this run up to the Old Firm game, and do you?
How many time we take for that game? I cannot plan the games in advance. I never do that. Even if the game is from 3 days from now or 4 days from now, I cannot play it. I can play it one at a time. And I told you now, Dundee's game is the most important, and is the most important for special reasons, or too many reasons. First of all, we are going to have with us in Ibrox the Armed Force Day. It's going to be the first one that we are going to win in Ibrox with our fan base, and it's the first time you are going to add 2 victories in a row. So you want more than this? That's what we are fighting now. I don't care about what's going to happen by the end of the month. I just live the present, preparing the future.
In terms of Dundee themselves, they're looking to get a bit of form. Neil McCann as well, former Rangers player as well. How difficult a challenge will it be then to get that second one in a row?
I think Neil is a positive coach. You just need to sometimes look the way the teams play to understand what the managers want or they think about football. So when I see one team that try to play positive football, building up from the back, opening the team, trying to connect the lines, of course they have also some pace on the wide areas, but play differently in a style that normally the big teams are having, I stay happy with that, because I say maybe you don't have the right tools to do it, and it's not my point to decide it or criticize it or whatever, but the approach he's having to the game is very positive. So I like to face positive teams, and all the teams are putting you different sorts of problems, so you just need to find the solutions to solve it. This is going to be an interesting one, because I think they are going to try play positive when they have the ball, and I think it's going to be positive for the game.
Pedro, there's some comments from Michael Harlan this week about his thoughts on the training that he got here at Rangers. Okay. He felt that he had to do his own sessions, he didn't feel he was tested enough, he didn't feel they were demanding enough. Have you got any response to them?
What did he say exactly? Because I don't know the news.
I can read it here if you like. He said, I felt I was needed to do a lot of extra training to keep myself fit. I maybe wasn't getting a lot out of the sessions. They weren't very demanding, to be honest.
Okay, fantastic. So I respect all the thoughts or the sentence from everyone. I just need to be pleased with him and also with Tony, because I think they weren't the player and the manager of the Mounts. There's still one player from us. So it's up to him. I'm not going to discuss, and even less discuss it in public, things that I know and I believe, and I study a lifetime to do it. So it's his decision. I respect it, and just hope that he continues doing very good, because ultimately he's our player, and if they want to buy it or someone wants to buy it, if he's scoring goals, will be perfect for us.
You said a couple of weeks ago that obviously you didn't think he would be coming back to Rangers. You didn't think he had a future here.
What I said, I repeat, and I just have one word. I don't say one thing one day and the other thing on the other. But I'm just saying that I respect the sentences for everyone, and is not going to change nothing. Ultimately, it's our player, and by the end, we'll be winning with that.
Does those comments, though, do they in any way make it harder for you to get what you perceive to be the value that you see him at? If you're saying he doesn't have a future at the club?
No. I just respect everybody's opinion. I just have my own opinion. If I live with the opinion of the others, I should not be seated here. And if I give value to the opinion of the others, I should not be seated here. I have my own ideas. I think with my own head. If one day will be one coach, maybe we'll work his own way. But now the coach, it's me, so I take the decisions and I will follow my methodology, which I strongly believe.
Is it disappointing? As you say, he is a Rangers player. Is it disappointing?
No. Look, I don't want to talk more about it. I just answered to you. I respect all the opinions, but life goes on, and ultimately, it's our player. So I hope him and his coach and his team keep doing good, because by the end we want to win with that. That's the reason. One of the reasons why he was on a loan process to St Johnstone.
You've said that you want to get more Rangers players into the Scotland team. Who do you see as a possibility of doing that?
Directly, I can tell you that maybe the two midfielders, Jack and Dorrance, for sure, they have the quality to be at least on the group.
And is it something that you're looking to do more, is get more youngsters, Scottish youngsters specifically, into the Rangers team to do that?
Not only Scottish youngsters that live Rangers from inside, that you cut them and blue is coming out. So if you have that, I will be delighted, and we are looking for it, yeah, definitely.